Bitcoin is bouncing back towards the upside after the major crash here, and the reasons why this is likely happening is that Trump is now once again saying he potentially maybe roll back the Canada and Mexico tariffs. And yes, there is still an insane trade war going on here, with China saying they are ready to fight the USA also with a trade war here. And yes, there's so many news stories I need to discuss on today's update video. We've got a lot of interesting things happening with the strategic Bitcoin reserve, and of course this Friday, Perma Bull Michael Saylor, we got the Coinbase CEO, they will be all attending the insane, very bullish crypto White House summit that will be happening this Friday. So this is of course going to be having a major effect on the price here. Honestly, the price and the TA of most recent days here have been absolutely flushed out of the tables, and it's all focused on the news and most certainly what he's going to be saying about Bitcoin and crypto this Friday. So in today's update video, of course, I'm going to be diving in towards the charts, but also in towards the news, what is highly affecting the prices right now here. So don't forget to once again snap on that like button back above 1,000 likes will be highly appreciated, because I will be once again discuss the most important things here in the market. So with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the video. And of course, first of all, we start to see that after Bitcoin filled up the CME gap, we start to see an ever so slight bounce towards the upside. Now Bitcoin is consolidating again here, but all in all, of course, the reason why we first had the pump is due to the fact that Trump basically confirmed the strategic Bitcoin and crypto reserve, and then of course Trump was implementing some new tariffs. The market came down again here, and then of course the market started to recover ever so slightly, since we start to see some signals that potentially the war in Ukraine is finally coming towards an end here, and that Zelensky is saying that he's ready to work under Trump's strong leadership. That is literally the thing he said here. And of course he said right now as well, he wants peace in Ukraine, and he just wants to work together to, of course, finalize a deal here. And honestly, if there's going to be peace, no more war, that is ultimately going to be extremely bullish for Bitcoin and crypto. Then also, we saw China yesterday saying that they are ready to fight the USA, including a trade war. Honestly, once again, this is quite bad for the market. So still, well, we did saw some bullish things here. This is still quite a bad thing for the market. Also, Trump. And then moments later, yesterday, on the Trump Congress announcement, he stated that he may roll back the Canada and Mexico tariffs. And honestly, if he's going to be rolling back these tariffs, that is going to be ultimately super bullish for the Bitcoin price action, because the reason why we have seen the major dump here is due to these tariffs. I mean, not only Bitcoin took a hit, but also the S&P 500 took a major hit here yesterday. Then, of course, if we're going to be looking at the states in the United States of America, Texas will be voting on the strategic reserve bill, and that will be happening tomorrow. And if so, they will be the first state which is going to get a strategic Bitcoin reserve here. So honestly, super excited for what is happening over there. Then of course, this Friday, we're going to be having the first ever crypto White House summit. And David Sachs has also stated a lot of more announcements about the strategic crypto reserve will be happening this Friday. So honestly, I'm super excited for what is about to be happening. I will be also live streaming this event, because I do really think this is going to be an historical day in crypto. And yeah, we're going to get people like Perma Bull Michael Saylor, which will be attending the White House Summit. Brian Armstrong also attending this White House Summit. Guys, it's going to be very interesting, and it's most certainly going to be bringing a lot of volatility in towards the market. And yesterday, we did not saw any great flows on the ETF. I mean, on the Bitcoin ETF, we actually saw outflows, about $145 million. But on the Ethereum ETF, we started to see some accumulation. And after seeing 8 consecutive trading days worth of outflows, this is the first inflow again here. And that is, of course, great to see that institutions are once again accumulating Ethereum, but so far they're not necessarily accumulating Bitcoin. But it looks like that somewhat of the capitulation on those ETFs are over, since we are not seeing record outflows happening again right now here. I mean, honestly, Bitcoin is right now starting to be bouncing ever so slightly higher. People have not really priced in how big this is going to be, and probably how big this Friday is going to be as well for crypto, because most likely they're going to be announcing somewhat of a strategy on how they're going to be accumulating, how much they will be accumulating, maybe some allocations they will be having to certain altcoins. So this is going to be absolutely massive here for Bitcoin, but also for Ethereum and other great cryptocurrency assets. And besides that, there's also an expectation that Donald Trump will be announcing 0% capital gains on US cryptos held for 1+ years. So honestly, if that is going to be happening, it is going to be extremely bullish for all US based cryptos. And since we do know, we do have a lot of US based cryptos out there in the market, it could cause a major pump on altcoins this Friday. So super excited for what is about to be happening next year. and make sure to prepare accordingly on those cryptocurrencies right now here. So Bitcoin, all in all, like I said in the intro of the video, it is creating very weird price action. We are right now seeing a higher low getting created. That is ultimately something very bullish to be seeing. What I right now want to be seeing is also a break above the previous high. That would be confirming the higher high. I mean, honestly, I do think that we're going to create somewhat of a consolidation phase right here now on Bitcoin. But ultimately, Bitcoin is just preparing itself for another major breakout. And probably it's going to be happening this Friday, where we are going to get the major announcements. Then looking still at the liquidation heat map, we're seeing the majority of the liquidity is laying above us around the $100,000 level. Then of course Bitcoin on the bigger perspective, yeah, you can see on the daily time frame we created just a major fake out. But yeah, this is really happening due to all the news that is hitting the market. And that is just creating massive amounts of volatility. But ultimately, I do think Bitcoin is going to be recovering, because the news which we're getting right now here is ultimately so super bullish. You can't really ignore this. Literally, nationwide FOMO is starting and people are not realizing it yet here. And then yesterday also I talked about how I set up this trading bot here, this grid trading bot on Pionex. This exchange is literally built around grid trading bots. And so far my grid trading bot is doing about $3,000 in profit. And I have made this grid trading bot myself here. I will leave also a link in the description of today's video where you can literally copy this exact strategy for this trading bot, which will automatically trade for you here. And yeah, I will leave that in the link description of today's video. Also, guys, if you're in a sign-up account using the link below anyways, you will get an insane free deposit bonus on the Pionex exchange here. I mean, this is super valuable. If you deposit $100, you will get a free $100 in towards your account airdrop. So that is absolutely massive. And right now, really, I am using these trading bots and I'm very excited about it. I mean, this grid trading bot is basically a very great way on accumulating. You can see I've been buying all the way towards the downside and then distributing my positions all the way towards the top side. Honestly, a very interesting strategy, especially if you're in such kind of a range consolidation phase. And of course, this grid trading bot will be exiting whenever we break above the high here. But then I'm going to be setting up a new grid trading bot here for everyone out there. I could do also on some altcoins. It is just my own strategy that is set up here, and I will leave a link towards this exact strategy in the video description here. So super excited on this platform, and of course very nice to make some very stable profits without doing anything here, because the algorithm is doing everything for me here. Then at the same time, I want to be discussing some very important alpha charts. I mean, such kind of a liquidity grab which we are currently seeing here on the Bitcoin price has happened in many previous occasions, in Q1 2023, Q1 2024, and every single time whenever we do see this, we do move higher. And honestly, we are potentially getting that strategic Bitcoin and crypto reserve here. And if that really is going to be happening, it is going to be sending Bitcoin just much higher from off this point onwards. I mean, we are right now in extreme fear. Well, actually, we're getting one of the most bullish news out there. We're seeing that as well, retail is currently offloading their positions, while other large investors are unloading their positions. And that is once again a major signal that there is right now strong accumulation in the market, and that most likely this is not the top for Bitcoin, because large investors are accumulating and retail is selling. That is not really a top signal in my opinion. So super excited for that as well. At the same time, we can see the dollar index topping out right now here, while Bitcoin is forming a bottom. And we do know whenever the dollar is topping out, it is extremely bullish for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is measured against the dollar. And if the dollar loses strength, it of course ultimately sends Bitcoin much higher. So excited for that as well here. We're still in the parabolic rally higher, just like we were in Q1 2021. And I don't want you to forget that in the midst of all of this chaos, all of this, the things that are currently happening, Trump is still accumulating Ethereum in record pace here. He's accumulated over $500 million worth of Ethereum already. And yeah, he of course said that he is literally in love with Bitcoin and Ethereum, and that they will be in a strategic reserve. So honestly, guys, the data isn't lying. They are accumulating. The price is at record lows. It is at yearly lows, lows not seen since 2023 here. And still people are extremely bearish on Ethereum. I really think that this is one of the best ranges of accumulation. Look at this zone right here. I have been accumulating on multiple exchanges, on Bybit. Here, I've got a trade open right here on Pionex. I am opening, guys, major positions on all these altcoins right now here. I've opened up a trade on Pionex. I've opened up a trade on Bybit, on Blofin, and on Pionex, all Ethereum long positions. And I'm having all different prices, but all around this region right here, because I do really believe, and I'm very convinced, we're going to be pushing much higher. Of course, that is my expectation. I really think Ethereum is quite oversold here. I mean, if you're buying this, like, you're buying at the literal low here. I mean, I really think Friday we're going to get some very strong news here. And I am in for the major reversal back towards the upside. So, guys, make sure to do your own research. It's very important. But anyways, if you did enjoy this video, learn something from it, don't forget to slap on that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys back again tomorrow on another update video. Peace out. Goodbye.